All right, cool. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
What's good with y'all boys, man? Kyrie streamed last night. He gave us some decent content. He spoke on his recovery from his ACL injury, and even though he ain't hooped in like a year or so, he's been keeping up with the NBA playoffs, and he was showing love to the teams that still left. Y'all know he from that New York, New Jersey area, so the Knicks making the finals, he actually kind of rocking with that for sure. He also spoke a little bit on the Dallas situation, and them bringing Cooper Flag in, and them potentially going on another finals run like the 2024 team. But I ain't gonna talk y'all boys' heads off, man. Let's get straight to it.
To being over at 100% in terms of my ACL recovery. It's been a while now. It's been years, some change. I'm so grateful that I've had the time to heal and just experiment with my body more on the court and off the court in the weight room, and just pushing myself to the limit, to my own limits, even if I thought I had limits. At this age, I feel like the game is slowing down, but also I'm able to do more out there just more efficiently. And given the proper time for other parts of my body to heal after grinding, playing a lot of minutes, grinding, playing a lot of minutes, summertime. It's just been the same kind of routine over the last few years, whether we make the playoffs or not. So I've been tired, man. I've been tired. I know a lot of my peers are tired. But just the atmosphere and the environment that comes with professional basketball, it's just something you can't recreate. Or I know once I'm done playing, I always hear about a lot of my vets, a lot of veterans that I looked up to saying, you're going to miss the locker room, you're going to miss this, you're going to miss that, which I agree with partly. But, when you're putting in that daily work, I'm not going to be tired. Like I'm not going to miss it. I'm going to put everything on the table, give it everything I have, and just live with the results. I definitely have made peace with why I started playing basketball and why I continue to play basketball. And why I can continue to do the things I do. It's about the growth of the game. It's about the youth. It's a lot of money being thrown out there to a lot of young players. Not everybody makes the NBA. Not everybody plays D1 or plays college basketball. Not everybody goes on to play basketball in college. So basketball is a very unique sport. So when we talk about it, I get very passionate. And then when we talk about the professional ranks, whether it be here in America with the NBA or internationally, it's just very sensitive topics. All right. No, you're right. You're right. Oh, man. Well, the current playoffs are crazy. Like, the current playoffs are crazy. I haven't been watching as often as I would like to because, to be honest with you, it's just motivating every time I turn on the TV. And I think I've had enough of that. I'm just, I'm like just sitting back patiently waiting for the next season, but also admiring my peers and watching them and their team systems and studying their strategies and just watching just their communication and how they are, keeping it all together this late in the season. When you're playing in the playoffs and you're doing your best to be prepared every game, study, execute the strategy, talk to coaches, talk to your teammates, and it's all about you, and you got to leave all the distractions at home. You usually get the best version of yourself, and I think that's what we're seeing. The Knicks making the finals is OD, a lot of people said that New York City was going to get burned down and things of that nature. But hey, we'll see. It's still TBD because a lot of those Knicks fans in New York are gonna go bonkers, man. It's gonna be one of those ones. You just gotta gear up for it if you're on the East Coast, man. They done made it to the NBA Finals. They done earned their ticket. They did everything that they could in the regular season to prepare, and now I'm excited to watch them too, especially with their team. Mike Brown leading the helm, and Jalen Brunson. That's a great PG. Just in terms of being able to get better every single year, and do it in the hub of New York City. That's definitely impressive as well. And he has great pieces around him that are built, to help that system stay successful. And then you have the Spurs and OKC. I mean, that alone has been the Western Conference is the best conference in the world. I don't think you guys can disagree with that at all. Like, for sure, you guys can't disagree with that at all. They are beating each other up. The Western Conference, that's what we do. Like, we beat each other up. We hold, we fight, we claw. Because the passion is there. I love the Eastern Conference. I played there for a few years. It's very competitive. Shout out to all my peers on the Eastern Conference. But You know, the Western Conference is just different. It's just different. You know, you could be a 50-win team and you could be in 7th place. It's just crazy. You know, it's just crazy. It's a lot of teams that just are constantly in the hunt. And the play-in over here, like, you know, I don't know if you've seen the Eastern Conference, it's been the same kind of 3-4 teams in the play-in, you know, rotating for the last couple of years. But in the Western Conference, it's just, it could be a surprise team. It could be, you know, just it could be one of those teams that's on the bubble, on the hinge, and then they end up playing well in the playoffs. And, you know, just like us, when we went to the finals, we were in 5th place. You know, not a lot of people chose us to make it to the finals, and we ended up doing it. What a special team. You know, I reminisce about that team all the time. Shout out to all my teammates, all my former teammates, all my present teammates. You know what I mean? But we had a great team, and making it that far felt good, but the recipe still needed to be baked a little bit more, and then changes happened. So, you know, when I reminisce about it, I'm like, man, that I got to get that feeling again. I have to get it again. It's just selfishly, I got to get it again. It's, I want it for my teammates as well. I want it for the franchise, but I'm like, selfishly, I want to get back to that stage. So, that's been pretty much what I've been gearing up for. You know? Yeah, yo, chill out, man. This chill out on this painting, okay? This is by Harmonia Rosales as well. She an incredible artist. It's representation of, you know, one of our ancestors, and pictures or art depicting lashes on her back, and just the timeline that Black folk were in, living on Earth and dealing with a lot of that pain. But also, she does a lot of small details, you know, touch-up work, and she has a very special style of painting, and it's so beautiful. So shout out to Harmonia, man. Shout out to every artist out there that's continuing to do their thing. But specifically when it comes to this, it's you know, it's great. It's great to be able to enjoy this. And, you know, I know eventually it'll be in someone else's hands, and either an art space or back in her hands. You know, artists definitely deserve their work to be appreciated, but also for it to be you know, remembered and praised in a different way too. You know, I love y'all too. I love each one of y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let me see. Nah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Yo, okay, so look, if
The transfer.
All right, cool. Appreciate you.